Hey guys, I'm Yolanda Mabanga and you are tuned into another episode of UBUNTU.biz. Today, I speak to Zethu Nyali, who founded a business called Zee Organics, which specializes in selling various organic hair and skincare products. Now, this business idea, which, by the way, she started in her room at Res, has actually enabled her to become an award winner amongst her fellow entrepreneurs. And of course, I'm here today to find out all about that. So, do join me. Zethu, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. We are here at your, beautiful establishment, surrounded by all these various products that you do by yourself at home. I have so many questions, but let me first start with the inspiration behind Zee Organics. Tell me all about that.
Okay, so I am Zethu Nyali, founder and the CEO of Zee Organics. Okay, so the inspiration behind all this was a friend of mine. Back in 2019, a friend of mine was diagnosed with cancer, and as part of her treatment, she had to go through chemotherapy, and the after effects of chemotherapy killed her. Like, she was so devastated.
Okay.
So she experienced hair loss. She had patches all over her body. Then she dropped out of school. Then as she spent her days at home, she locked herself up. She didn't want to go out because the society was laughing at her and all that.
Oh, wow.
So that is when I was so hurt. That is when I started to do some research more about plants, Ayurvedic plants and all that, and herbs. So I took some time and made some home remedies using plants, aloe vera and shikaikai and some other plants. Then I started helping her. She took some, and then after some time we got a breakthrough. And that is when I saw that the products were helping her, and she regained her hair and her skin was fine. So yeah, that is when it all started. Yes, that is my inspiration.
So after that, did you go to school for it, or is it something that was just natural to you? It came easy?
It didn't come easy, but I didn't go to school for it. But I think one thing that helped me is that I did microbiology and biochemistry. So I know how the body works and all that. So I think that made it much more easier for me. Yes, that is how it is.
So if you weren't directed to this path in life because of your friend, what else would you have been doing? Because I don't think you were born saying, okay, I'm going to make natural products, So what was it before?
I don't know, because before I was like, okay, I'm going to finish my degree, then look for work and all that. But then I think after some time, when I was doing my third year, I took some time and looked at the economy of our country, and I was like, there were no jobs. And most of the graduates are sitting at home without degrees. And so I said to myself that if I have something and that I can make a living with, then let me start it. And then let me just go on and see where it takes me. That is
so this business actually started because you helped your friend out, and then more people were asking for your products, and that's how it actually got established.
Yes.
So let's talk about capital and funding into the business. When did you decide, okay, I'm going to take this seriously now, I'm going to put money into it? Like, when did you formalize this into something tangible?
Last year on January, that is when I started to know what, let me formalize this. I think I received my NSFAS allowance, and I took 500, and I bought some ingredients, and then I went home to take some ingredients, some plants, and I came back at Res and mixed some of the plants, and I made a stock. I think it was around 50, yes. And then I sold that, and I made a lot of profit, and I was like, oh, okay, this is something.
So you started with 500? 500.
Okay.
Yes,
I started with 500. And that is when it all started. And then with the profit, I expanded.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Zethu, tell me exactly what it is that you sell. Like, what are your products?
Okay. So, Lana, I sell my hair and skin products. If you're someone on eczema, acne, like anything, I'm patches all over your body, like I'm your girl. So I sell my products skin related and hair related. If nenju babes habati ungina hairline, inole zakho zithin, ufuna zibe thick, sisela lokho umune dandruff, sidayisa lokho nje siyakusiza kakhulu inwele ukuthi zikhulise inwele zakho ngokusheshsha. So into leza konje zibe healthy, neskin sakho uglowe. Yes.
So your whole outer being, Jay, your whole outer physical is you. You just cover all of that.
Yes, I discover all of that. And ngisacabanga ukuthi okay, angene kulabantu mhlambe manje there are people abanama ulcers, aba diabetic yabona nani, and there are plans ukuthi angabasiza nje ukuthi no i-treat into zabo ukuthi okay at least manage yabo ibe right. So yeah, but for now say skin nenwele, if ninkinga nje skin nenwele then ungezalana.
Let's talk about your packaging and everything else. Tell me about that.
Oh, okay. So, packaging yami, there's this guy, naye nje une business like building. He was doing engineering, then I dropped out esikoleni because of my finances when I was ukuthi aqhubeleka khokhe. So then he bought a machine, waqala wabrandela abantu, brand ama t-shirts nani. So ngabe ngimazi lo guy, then I decided ukuthi yazini akangisize nge-branding yami. Then wangenzela ama logos nani yabo, so sisebenzisana kahle nje manje.
Yeah. That's interesting. So it's another young black entrepreneur helping another young black entrepreneur so that we all just succeed.
Yes, because I feel like uma kuphumelela someone nami ngiyaphumelela. Uma kuphumelela izinto yena zimhambela kahle, so nami yabo kuba njalo. So kubalekile ukuthi sibambisane, sisizane because ukuthiwa ngesu like inkomo edla yodwa.
You know?
Yes.
Okay. I see the tagline for your business is good things come from nature. So does that mean that your products are 100% natural, or are there other like mixtures into it that you put?
They're 100% natural. The tagline, good things come from nature. You see, in those days, izinto ezenzakala eningi ubona ukuthi ukudla esikudlayo like okay, sometimes akukho right, ubona ukuthi okay, junk food, if I may say.
Yeah.
Who processed in nine, but we eat it and one it's okay, you have a acne breakouts about nine. Kandi when you eat some veggies wako nan we are glower, that is why I say good things come from nature, because isn't there ningi come kwindali yethu la sibuyela khona kuma roots wethu like Zee right ngambela. Yes.
And so how long does it take just for like one product to be made? How much time do you invest? Say this cotton alone. How long does this baby take?
I think it takes me about 5 hours. Because, for one. Because what I do is I mix the plants, I blend them, and then I cook, then let them cool down, and then continue with the process. So yeah.
So like, do you invest in one item at a time, or do you like multitask?
I multitask most of the time. I do multitask. If I'm doing shampoo this side and I'm doing hair butter and the soap, yeah. So I just do this, do that, and then let it cool.
And I know you have what, 3 employees hired under your business?
Yes, we do have 3 employees. There are kids abasanda phuma esikoleni. So they came to me but oh no, this year asitholanga igole. So sitting and just keep her busy. Yabo nokuthi singabi ne stress. So okay, ngathi no, it's fine yabo. Since the side business elincane elikhulayo, I can't pay you much yabo, but ngakwazi ukuthi nje uyiphilise yabo. So yeah, ngabona ukuthi okay, ngiyalidinga usizo here and there ukuthi kube khona umuntu ozohlala la e-office while I'm making the products, omunye ends ama deliveries, and then omunye ahamba yophathisa kuma couriers.
Oh wow, that's interesting. You're telling me that you started last year, January. This is like 2021.
Yes, 2021.
This was in the midst of the lockdown,
pandemic.
The chaos, the pandemic. Like, how did you survive, and what inspired you to start when, you know, the economy is just in turmoil, everything is going downwards, when you're just like, okay, let me try something?
I was like, there was a time I had a conversation with my father, and I was like, yo, things are hectic out there, and like we're sitting indoors, we don't know what to do, and just it's hectic. There's no school and what. And he was like, you see, if you don't study and make something of yourself, we will die and leave you here, and we'll have nothing. And I think that stressed me a lot. And I was so stressed. I was so stressed. Then I took time. I was thinking about this, What can I do? Like, and then it came to me like, okay, I have this business. Let me just start and see where it takes me, and then I'll just go for it. And then that is when I started to just go all out. I use my phone a lot, so I posted on social media. Luckily, my friends helped me a lot, my family members, so they reshared my posts, and that is when it started growing. And then the products were helping people.
And it's so important actually to have support.
Yes.
family, friends
and
around
friends.
you.
Yes. So it's so important. It's very important actually. It's so important. Yes. So that is when it all grew, and then that's where I am now.
So like, what is the peak of your business so far? Like the one thing that you accomplished from this business and you were just like patting yourself in the back, you're like, yeah, I'm proud of myself.
I think, so at the beginning of I think it was February, I went to a competition, first watch competition, to pitch for my business. And out of 160 contestants, I came number 2. So I was like,
what?
Damn, I'm proud of myself.
I mean, hello.
So
congratulations.
Like, thank you.
What did the present entail? Can I ask that? No, give us the juice. What did the present entail?
So there were 3 prizes. For the first person, he took home 100K, and the second one 50K, and that was the second one. Then the third one 25K.
So you walked away with 50K?
Yes, I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you throw all of it into the business?
No, it's still a process. We haven't gotten money yet.
Okay.
So they said they'll not give us hard cash. They will just, I think they will give us, we'll say what we want, and then they will buy that for us, because we wanted equipment so that we can grow our business. Yes, I think that's what they'll do, because we're still communicating with them. We haven't gotten the money yet.
Were there formalities though when it came to applying for this competition? Like, did you have to have a business plan? What did it entail?
No, if you had a business idea, you were able to join the competition.
So you just needed an idea?
An idea or a business. If they saw that your idea was worth it, then you can join.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So it's not that complicated. I mean, anyone can do it.
Yeah, anyone can do it. It's not complicated at all. It's not.
So you were able to find this competition. How did you find it? Because this is also a very important topic. I mean, the youth of this country, they have a lot of business ideas.
Yes.
But funding, I mean, where to source funding, how to do it. How did you do it?
Okay, so there was one guy who I met when I was in Spiro taking pictures for the business, and he was interested in the product, so he took my number. And then one time in the morning, he sent me a link, and he told me that I must check this out. Okay, I did check this out, and there was one number that I can contact. It was Simonzama, yes. So I contacted the guy and I asked him about the competition, and he said he'd call me back, and then he gave me details about entering the competition, and that is when it all started. Yes, that is when I became aware of the competition and I joined it. Yes.
But other than that, have you tried to look for funding? Is it a struggle?
Honestly, it's a struggle because I've tried so many times. There was one that I tried recently and they haven't gotten back to me yet. So I feel like it's worth it, but then you have to be patient. You have to be patient because it's so hard, but then you have to keep pushing and pushing.
Yeah.
One door will open sometime. I keep hoping.
And your parents, I'm sure they're very proud. I mean, what do they have to say about your success so far?
Right now they're happy, but when I left home, because they wanted me to continue at school. So January when I left home, I think it was the 2nd of January, I told them that no, I'm not going back to school. I finished my degree. So
like you told them that in their face?
I told them
in their face.
In their face.
Okay.
No, they didn't say okay. What my father said was, and my mother, they said that, okay, since now that you think you're an adult, we're cutting you off financially.
Did they say that?
They did say that. So I was like, okay, I'm packing my bags and I'm going to Durban.
Ooh, that's a very bold white man move.
I didn't know where I was going to sleep, but I took my bags and I came to Durban early in the morning. I arrived at 10 a.m. and then I started looking for a flat the whole day. And around 6 p.m. I got a flat and I took my things and I put them there. And I broke down. I was crying. I think I was so devastated because of what my parents did and what I was going through. But then luckily last year I did save some money for rent. So I was able to pay for January and February. And then after that I was like, okay, I will see if kunzakalani. So yeah, so yeah, that is when I started pushing really hard because I knew that I had to take care of myself. Yeah, I had to take care of myself and I had to pay rent. And I knew that I'm not going back home. No, I am not. That is what I told myself, I am not. Yeah, and then luckily things started picking up and I started meeting new people and I was called for random interviews. So the product just grew and yeah, it's selling itself because it's helping this person, and then she refers it to someone else, and then that is why I'm getting customers. Yeah.
So your relationship though with your parents is like mended now?
Yeah, it's mended now. I think after the competition, they said, "Oh, useyandiza," like they're like, "Useyandiza manje," like that is when they started taking me serious. Oh no, they apologized. Good to know. We didn't know. We don't understand this entrepreneurship thing. So we know that you have to go to school, get a job. That is what we know.
Because a lot of Black parents really are scared for their child. I mean, to take such routes.
Yes.
It's still a long way to go.
It's still a long way to go. Still a long way. But
I
think like our parents, they need to let us be like, if someone, if your child maybe wants to pursue something in life and they have passion for it, just let them be and make their own mistakes and learn from them. I think that is what important is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zethu, I would like to believe that every business owner has a growth plan in place.
Yes.
I mean, I know that you probably have bigger plans than just this here.
Yes.
So what is the plan?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's fine. But you have a plan, so you have to stick to it. What's the plan?
So the plan is to have more branches worldwide. So I do want to venture into the stores. Yeah. Ngiyafuna ukuthi ngene go Clicks, Shoprite namanye ama-store, but then I think engikufuna kakhulu ukuthi ngibe nama branches wami whereby ngiyazi ukuthi okay, I have shops all over. Yabo with Zee Organics nje all over, because now I do have my clients mhlawumbe umuntu ngimthole through internet athi useNamibia and angazi ukuthi like ngizomsendela njani izinto because uyafuna yabo. I feel like ezinye zezinto ezingishayayo lezo. So ngiyafuna ukuthi business yami ikhule ngazi ukuthi if ever noma ule emazweni uyakwazi ukuyithola product. Yes.
So are there like everyday step-to-step plans that you're taking to get closer to that dream, or it's just something that you're going to see along the way?
I feel like they're everyday steps to take, because they're everyday step to step, okay? Because I have a book whereby I write, okay, today ngizokwenza ini, following day ngenza ini, in a month, kumele ngazi ukuthi I have achieved this. So yeah, I feel like every day I'm working towards my goals. Kumele ngazi ukuthi okay, I have to do this, this and this. And if kuyenze ukuthi mhlambe next month if bengi-reach i-target ethile ngingayi-reach, kumele ngazi ukuthi okay, i-business insuku ayifani ne. So some days kuzohamba kahle, some days kungahambi kahle, kumele ngingabi discouraged, ngiqhubeke ngipush.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of every day or every other day not being the same, sometimes you have good days, you have bad days. I'm sure you've encountered a few challenges in your business. Like, what's the one biggest challenge where you're just like, how am I? You were just like, what is happening right now?
I feel like the biggest challenge me was dealing with my clients. That was one of my biggest clients, because I'm not someone or talkative, ne? So now I have to deal with my clients, make products at the same time. So now I'll have my clients mhlambe I have phone at 2 a.m. Why is this ngifake imali? So ithini into why ungasabuyeli kumina manje? So izinto ezinjalo nje I feel like ukuba ne communication right with the clients zakho. Nanokuthi I think enye into ukukhula. I feel like ukukhula uwazi ukuthi ufuna ukukhulisa ibusiness lakho, like enye into ama challenges engihlangane nawo kakhulu because uyathola ukuthi okay ngiyafuna ukuthi ngiyenze ezinye izinto but then financially like yabo imali ayikho yabo, so kumele ngi-understand nanokuthi noma ibusiness ihamba kabi like I have to pay abantu abasebenzayo, so noma kunjani I have to make sure ukuthi okay if stock akunaso nani but kumele I have to make means ukuthi ngikhokhele abantu because abazo understand. The only person who understand ukuthi okay iy'nsuku ziyabheda manje yimini, I don't care ukuthi mina angiyikhokheli noma nani, but nje kubalekile ukuthi you have to pay people for ama-services wakho. So yeah, I think awona ama-challenges engihlangane nawo kakhulu lawo.
Yeah, no, that is intense. So for anyone who's a youth, not even just a youth, but they're interested in this sort of business, like what advice would you want to give them?
I would advise that person ukuthi find into oyithandayo okokuqala nje. I think okubaleke before anything, If for me ngiyayithanda inwele. I was someone ohlezi yabo hlezi ngibraida nje inwele zami, so I think enye into engisizile leyo ukuthi.
And your hair is like yay longer than life. Is this a product of your result of your own products?
Yes.
Like you use your own products on your hair?
Yes, I use my own products, and I do have pictures wami or before and after my social media. So yeah, I feel like umuntu find into oyithandayo. If you someone bakhona abantu mhlambe uthanda i-makeup ibona nani, like and ufuna ukwenza lawo ma products, like it's something oyithandayo, then do more research, uye esikoleni like uyifundele, because I won't say ukwenza ama products like uzovela uvuka ucabanga ukuthi okay let me make this yabo. And ama journeys wethu akawafani yabo. So kumele wazi ukuthi okay into yenzayo uyenza kahle, uyahamba uyofunda and ube ne passion into yenzayo, because uzobona ukuthi okay uyasebenza but then akho mali ingenayo yabo. So there are times la kuzomela ukuthi okay ubekezele ibe i-passion ekuphushayo, ibona izinto ukuthi azihambi kahle, wazi ukuthi no i-passion yakho izokuphusha ukuthi okay wenze lokho. I think ile nto baleke more than anything. Yes.
Are there any other pearls of wisdom that you want to share with me?
Okunye I feel like kubalekile ngakushare with anyone obukele video ngathi siyabona isimo right now, isimo nje se-economy yethu kubi kuyabheda ne. If unento oyiphiwe noma mhlawumbe akusikona ukwenza ama products, like une skill thizeni onaso, ngingathi follow that, uthathe leyo route noma unomsebenzi or unani, because imisebenzi eminingi ekhona manje like in 10 years to come izobe ingekho, because yabona abantu baya retrenchwa nani. So if une skill nje use that wenza imali, wenza into engakwazi ukuthi kuphilise, because right now isikhathi esinzima lesi yabo. You have to try by all means ukuthi usurvive, uthini nanokuthi uzame ukuthi uyimele. Yes sinabo abazali mhlawumbe abasizayo but abazihlezi bela yabo. So kuyamele nje ukuthi uyimele uphushe noma kunzima. And enye into ebalekile ukunetworka ukuthi uhlangane nabantu yabo. As uhlangana nabantu angeke wazi mhlawumbe uhlangana lo muntu uhlangana nalo, ubona ama opportunities yabo esiza nje. So I think more than anything wazivalele endlini, phuma uhlangane nabantu nje uyiqhaqe ube umuntu.
I'm telling you, pearls of wisdom. Kati, how old are you?
I'm 24 years old.
Are you serious?
I'm 24.
Wow.
I think izinto sengivile kuzona yabo, izona ezingikhulisile ezomuntu yabo. So yeah nje siyadlula kuma journeys athile empilweni, but then you have to keep pushing. Impilo ayikho lula. Yes.
Zethu, thank you so much for taking this time to talk to me. Thank you for sharing so much insights with regards to Zee Organics, and I'm pretty sure like it's just gonna blossom. It's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be greater. And yes, I hope we do this again soon.
Thank you. We surely will. And I'm ngiyabonga ukuthi ngivumele ngishare story sami. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's only been 15 months since Zethu formed this business of hers, and already she's accomplished and learned so much. I mean, not only did she pack her bags and, you know, move away from her parents to find her independence, she's also winning awards, and all this because she found inspiration from her friend, which lets you know that whatever you put your mind to is possible and you can do it. Now, of course, if you know of any other entrepreneurs, you can let me know down here below, or you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook as well, because I'm there as Yolanda Mabanga. But from me, until we get to do this again, it is goodbye.